Hello, my name is Jane and welcome. In this video I will be talking about my teaching experience. I have been teaching English since 2012, but I started my online teaching career 5 years ago, and it was last year when I completely shifted from teaching on the site to teaching online. For me, the most difficult part was setting up my classroom. You can see it from my background. It got all sorts of props. Every school or online teaching platforms, they have their own requirements as to how and what should be on your background. Some ask for a plain background. Some want to see their own or the school's logo, or others may want, anything that would make the students' learning fun and engaging as much as possible at the same time. The strangest situation that ever happened to me was when I was teaching an 8-year-old student. He was tired on that day and he wasn't really willing to do anything. So we started off okay at the beginning, but in the middle of the lesson, all of a sudden he sent me a message saying that he wasn't able to hear me, although I did hear him typing on the keyboard. So I realized that I had to stop for a few minutes and do something to cheer him up. So we played a quick game, after which he gained more excitement, and then we carried on with the lesson. Recommendation: always, I would certainly say, always come prepared. Know what you're teaching in terms of your materials, and always spend some time, and make sure that you have all the necessary tools and props. And most importantly, stay confident, because children, they can feel everything. If you feel you're losing a temper, which may happen, believe me, or if you are not happy with the student or with the level of the student, then have a word with a teacher support team, because they know best how to assist you in this matter, certainly. Oh, well, so teaching children can be uncomfortable by definition. This is us as, we as teachers wield a variety of psychological methods to tackle with the students' behavior, be it a concentration loss or, some certain peculiarities in the student's temper. As difficult as it is, always stay professional and remember age-related peculiarities as well, and as well as the ways to react to provocative behavior of the student. The first advice is sticking to student-related approach always, and be authentically tuning to the student's learning type. For example, some students may react the way they want to for their own reasons. So, what you can do about it is to block such emotional outbursts by wait time. Just give them some time. And if you give it a second thought, such behavior of student is their reaction on your excessive scaffolding, which means you need to adapt to the student's pace and level as well more carefully, or vice versa. you know, it could be his or her signal for being unconfident and needing more support. It is for you to choose scaffolding type, you know, whether it could be better visual support or proper CCQ, concept checking questions. So together with your professional, authentic understanding of the student's needs, you know, which will do magic, trust me. Give it a try. I use all sorts of props. I use these. They come in very handy, you know, when you are praising them. For instance, you give them a star or, you know, like thumbs up. Hey, well done, good job, you know, when you're praising a student. Or, you know, if they're moody, then you can, you know, use different sorts of smiley faces. And I also use my magic whiteboard, you know, if I want them to circle something or, you know, matching activities. So use this. And I also use those, which I love, you know, because first of all, they come in, you know, very colourful. And what I like about them then, obviously it's it got the name of the whatever item you are teaching them, and it also has levels. How cool is that? So you can print them out. They are on the internet. Certainly you can find them. I like the fact that they are actually classified by topics. So say if I'm teaching, for instance, activities, then I can use those different sorts of activities. Or if I'm teaching seasons or clothes, you know, different types of clothes. And yeah, like I said, I love them because they're very useful and they're very colourful. Right, and one more thing to mention is that kids age, I mean, these are very good for also for low level students age 6 and 7. Advantages of teaching online, first of all, is obviously comfort of your own home. So no commuting in the morning or every morning. So it's the comfort of, you know, teaching from your own corner. So I really like that. And secondly is greater flexibility when scheduling your hours, because, you know, if you feel you want to do or you prefer more morning hours, then you can do morning hours, or, you know, you can do evening hours, as long as you are fulfilling, you know, that amount of, say, hours. Because some schools do require or ask to do at least minimum of 20 hours a week. You can do more than that, obviously. But yeah, so, and then thirdly is, for me, it was learning a new technical skill, because working on a new platform which allows me, you know, to navigate through the screen, you know, of my laptop. So I, frankly speaking, I did learn a lot, you know, at the start, and the skills that I learned, you know, always, you know, I would like to retain them. So certainly, you know, for me it was all new, but now I feel more confident. So yeah, that was, you know, learning a new technical skill, certainly. And on the downside is the diminished social interaction, because sometimes I do feel that I am in an artificial environment where, you know, there's very limited face-to-face communication. So, you know, I miss that sometimes. And moreover, reliance on technology, because yes, it is good, you're learning a new skill, but on the other hand, I did experience several power outages, which I wasn't able to control, certainly. So, and unfortunately, the schools I'm working with, they do not reimburse the cost of my missed classes. So make sure that you are always connected and you have a good internet connection as well. And finally, I think working remotely means more screen time, right? Which in turn can lead to all sorts of physical ailments like, poor posture or headaches, because I spend about 5 hours a day teaching, and towards the end of the day, I feel that my eyes are sore, But again, I think with the right discipline and the skills to, handle online technology, you are good to go. So, which, I think this brings me to the end of my interview. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I wish you good luck in all your future endeavors. And yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.